A compliment is a kiss through a veil. Each man should frame life so that at some future hour fact and his dreaming meet. Melancholy is the happiness of being sad. Adversity makes a man, but prosperity creates a monster. Our actions can take us to the skies and throw us into deepest abyss. We are the children of our deeds. Change your minds, keep your principles. Change the leaves, keep the roots. Laughter is sunshine. It chases winter from the human face. A man without a woman is like a pistol without a trigger. It is the woman who makes the man go off. The perfect couple, he is Quasimodo, she is blind. He will never go to another. She will never see his ugliness. The future has several names. For a weak person, the name of the future is impossible. For the faint-hearted, the unknown. For the thoughtful and valiant, the idea. It is from books that wise people derive consolation in the troubles of life. The paradise of the rich is made out of the hell of poor. To put everything in balance is good. To put everything in harmony is better. No outer beauty can be complete unless it is enlivened by inner beauty. Common sense is in spite of, not the result of education. Dignity has a certain wise a mask. You should be indifferent to the knife blows of the enemy, but you will be tormented by the pinprick of a friend. If a person can say what love is, it means that he did not love anyone. Nothing makes a man so adventurous as an empty pocket. Being good is easy. It is difficult to being just. To love or have loved, that is enough. Ask nothing further. There is no other pearl to be found in the dark folds of life. To learn to read is to light a fire, every syllable that is spelled out in a spark. Reason is intelligence, taking exercise. Imagination is intelligence with an erection. Fortune is not any blind, but also blinds her favorites. He reached for his pocket and found there only reality. It is nothing to die. It is frightful not to live. The mind grows rich from what it receives. The heart is from what it gives. He who does not weep does not see. You who suffer because you love, love more. To die of love is to live by it. One must be able to often obey a woman in order to have the right sometimes to command her. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Music expresses that which cannot be put into words, and that which cannot remain silent. To change a person, you need to start with his grandmother. People do not lack strength, they lack will. The human mind has three keys that opens everything. knowledge, thoughts, imagination. There is nothing like a dream to create the future. There is always more misery among the lower classes than there is humanity in the higher. A man is not idle because he is absorbed in thought. There is visible labor and there is invisible labor. Life's great happiness is to be convinced we are loved. Our minds enriched by what we receive, our heart what we give. No army can withstand the strength of an idea whose time has come. An intelligent hell would be better than a stupid paradise. Love is the foolishness of men and the wisdom of God. There is something more terrible than a hell of suffering, a hell of boredom. What makes night within us may leave stars. God created the cat so that man could have a tiger to pet. Let us study things that are no more. It is necessary to understand them, if only to avoid them. Let us sacrifice one day to gain perhaps a whole life. It is not easy to keep silent when silence is a lie. Idleness is the happiness of children and misfortune of old people. Mothers are often fondest of the child which has caused them the greatest pain. Right thinking leads to right action. Righteousness of mind leads to righteousness of heart. Not seeing people permits us to imagine them with every perfection. Be merciful to the unfortunate, be indulgent to the happy. There are no weeds and no worthless men. There are only bad farmers. Our life is a journey, an idea is a guide. No guide and everything else will stop. Silence is the refuge of simple soul that has experienced the full depth of human sorrow. Life is the flower for which love is the honey. When you get an idea into your head, you find it in everything. To be completely happy, it is not enough to have happiness. You must also deserve it. A donkey who knows the way is worth more than a soothsayer who guesses at random. Diamonds are to be found only in the darkness of the earth, and truth in the darkness of the mind. Not being heard is no reason for silence.